So, benefit of the dog program, what would you say?
Well, I've had dogs in the past as a kid and as an adult, but being in this program now is giving me a whole new appreciation for dogs and you know, how to approach certain behaviors, you know, how to have empathy when certain behaviors arise.
Sorry, sorry.
And it's helped me with patience, it's helped me with understanding and just you know, looking at not just the dog, but just you know, life differently.
Yeah.
You know, just being humble about certain things and just you know, taking time with you know, the intimacy you get to share with these dogs.
Yeah. Probably a lot of people are saying it gives a bad day can become a better day with the dog.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks. Go ahead.
No, every dog has their own personality. So being here, away from our family, our friends, those that we love, the closest thing we got is just our inner circle that we have in our pod or other pods, whoever we talk to on a daily basis. But having a dog in there accumulates that and substitutes it at the same time, because it's like you might have this guy have a bad day and then he sees Wesley, which is, you know, the ultimate dog that we have for like an extended period of time, brings happiness. So stuff like that.
What was that dog like?
Wesley was my dog. For starters, he came from probably from like an abusive area. His acting out was on women. For the most part, he was good with other dogs. He loved us. He loved all of us, matter of fact. No, he wasn't just selected. He loved all of us. You know,
he was real protective.
Yeah, but having him and myself, and I was with him all the time, it was cool. It was cool. I got to figure out what he liked, what he didn't like. As long as you had a ball and a rope, that's it. That's all you need.
Interesting.
They're just like us, honestly, and being a part of it now, you get to see like, damn, they're real sensitive, and I mean to the point where if we're stressed out, they feel it. If you're mad, they feel it. You know, if you start getting irritated, they react to it, and it's like, oh damn. So when I feel that, like, hey, you know what? I tell my primary, hey, how do me a favor, get them for me. Not right now. Let me just cool down. Let me relax. You know, sometimes it's stressful in here, and even though those in the program are being mindful, you have those that aren't. You know, and you put expectations on others, and that's where I started messing up, you know? So out of respect, just like, hey, bro, if you see what the dog, just approach me first, because they have the habit of coming up trying to touch the dog. It's like, please don't do that, because we don't know. One, you're invading the privacy of their space, you know, and it's just like us, arm length, you know? You get inside our arm length, they're like, hold up, like, what's up with this guy, you know? And they respond to it faster than us, honestly, and you'll feel it, because the leash will tighten up. You're like, hold up, what's going on right here? And then you see them, they're approaching, you know? So it's like, your awareness just kicks up to a whole nother level, because it's not just you now, it's him. You know, it's like a baby, having a baby with you at all times. You don't know if 1 second he's cool, the next he's dipping into your food, you know, eating your spread, you know, you gotta be on it. So it's cool.
That was serious.
I swear, it's cool.
Funny, what did you say?
No, my dog Aspen, he did that one time. That was it was a pit bull that we had from the very beginning when the first program started. I had made some food for a couple of my cellies. I thought that my cellie had locked Aspen in the cage, but all he did was close the door. So after I got done, I put everybody's bowl, whatever, and then I turn around, not even seconds, dude, this dude just snatches that bowl up and he just done. He took all the meat, left all the rice.
That was a trip. It was bad. Brindle pit.
I was like, that was crazy.
He was the first one I got adopted in the program, in our yard.
My mom did that one.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Serious?
She took Aspen.
And Autumn.
And then she took Autumn. Autumn was somebody had paid for Autumn. I forgot what that's called, but they had donated some money to get her adopted to a good home. At that time, when Aspen had left, we had Gravy, and those two were pretty much like best friends. They both came from the same litter and everything. So one got shipped out to the other prison, the other one went home. I was trying to get Gravy. Gravy ended up getting adopted, or was on the verge of getting adopted. So we had Autumn, and Autumn just went straight to my house, and Autumn and Aspen lived in the same setting as us, because they were pretty much Sally's roommates, right? So they both just ended up being at home. So they're still there to this day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Gravy ended up being a service dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gravy.
You know what? Who else benefits out of having the dogs right here is the yard. Walking the dogs in the yard. There's a lot of people that haven't seen dogs in years, 30, 20 years. Last week, I had a grown-ass old man cry in front of me, just petting the dog. I was like, man, I was touched right there.
Wow.
That was crazy. So yeah, just a lot of benefit of having a dog. I mean, being humble, being patient with them. With mine, Addie, she's a Queensland mix. She's great. I've been having her for 4 months already. She was supposed to leave today, but today was the 5th or 6th time that she was supposed to leave, but she didn't leave. You know what I mean? So I have her another week. But
cool.
yeah, she's great. But I'm just waiting for her to go to her home already.
Yeah.
That's the thing for them. So,
Will they have another dog to replace her pretty quickly?
yes.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. And that's why they're here for it. I mean, so we could nurse them, love them, and I'm getting ready to get them back to their new family.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing that's going on with you guys inside, right?
No, you're right.
Me and myself, I've been on this guy's team right here. He's a very good trainer, number one. I'm giving that there. I've been right now. I've been like 40-some years, about 45 years, and I've never been with a dog. When I got into the dog with his team right here, with him dog here, it changes you. It changes you. Things I've never been with a dog over the years. I get in there, you get the feeling. The feeling. The dog coming up on you, rubbing up on you, rubbing his face, licking you in the face and arms. It took me a while to get used to that for a minute. I kept him at a distance. As I started relaxing, I built that up. I said, "Oh man, this is cool." I'm starting feeling good, changing. Now I'm on another dog. There's another dog. I'm up on Eagle. He has distemper, and he moves like he has a seizure. So I get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So this dog is always by my bed. Comes up there as soon as I get out of bed. He's right there wagging his tail. I pick him up, put him up on the bed, and sit there, play with him, keep massaging him, and it just makes me. I just feel different. I don't feel like I'm in prison.
Yeah.
I feel like it's totally somewhere else. So it's a great thing to me. I love the program, and I hope it continues. I want it to grow.
Mm-hmm.
I like. It's cool. I love it.
You said 40-some years you've been down.
Yeah, 46.
Wow. Where have you been?
San Quentin, Soledad, Chino, CMC. Those are about the main ones. I like staying in one place. I don't like moving around. Places like that, yeah. But I start off at San Quentin.
Okay. They give you the ability to stay if you want? Or do they?
Sometimes. Back then, it wasn't all these new prisons wasn't here.
Right.
It was just a handful. It was about like 8 prisons. So everybody pretty much stayed in one spot.
Okay. How long did you do in San Quentin?
I did like almost like 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Totally different program.
Totally different program.
Totally different.
Yep.
Back in there.
Yep. Interesting. Okay. Where were you born and raised?
Me, San Diego, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. How was the upbringing there? Beach life, perfect living?
Well, I was 20 minutes from the beach.
Yeah.
20 minutes from the mountains.
Yeah.
Cool weather. Growing up, involved with a little bit of sports, but having no father kind of led me into the wrong direction with drugs and the lifestyle crime.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I learned from those times in my life. It molded me to the man I am now, as far as the perspective I've had and how to appreciate the good times I've had in life.
Yeah, for sure. What's your message to the world?
Message to the world, man, don't be so quick to judge a book by its cover.
What do you mean?
Off the bat, they think just because we're in prison, we're basically condemned already. They're screw-ups, lock them up, leave them in there, and it's like, yeah, to a certain extent we are. But if you have those that, one, do want to change, and those that don't. And those that do, give them a chance. First just be like, who is this guy? What's he about? And I get it, we're always going to have that bad rap. I understand that. Because in the beginning, they don't want the dogs coming in here with us. Why are you taking them to the prison for? One, the dogs don't know they're in prison. They just know they're still alive and they're grateful to have a second chance, and that's one thing about this program, that I'm so grateful for. There were weeks, sometimes even days, sometimes hours of being about to be put down, and then Sam and them Angel go snatch them up and bring them. And it's like, hell yeah. And their loyalty is beyond us, honestly. And I've noticed that. It's like, yeah, we're loyal. Growing up, like he said, you go on the wrong path, not knowing whether it's abuse, just want to be accepted, so you go to the wrong crowd, and you don't realize honestly what you're doing until you hit that block. When you hit that block, it's like, oh damn, what'd I do? One, I made the wrong choice. Two, my family was on me because they wanted me to do good, not because they hated me, And now as a grown up, it's like, damn, you see all that, but it's too late, you know? Too late to a certain extent. Now we're here to redeem ourselves, you know? Give the dogs a chance and us. Because it's not just about them, they're teaching us, you know? One, how to be humble, respectful, patient, and growth. Overall, every day there's growth, you know? And that's where we're at now. Seriously, I'm 33 and I don't even feel like it. Sometimes I feel like a kid on the yard, like 11, 10 years old, and everyone trips out because you put up a wall. You know, and it's like, damn, who am I? Like, this is me, this is who I am. You know, I'm Caesar. You know, not that name we got on the streets, not that name that a lot of people know us by. You know, see, get a guy nervous in here, you know? We're not used to this, you know? But it's part of the world, just becoming normal, you know? And that's what we are. You know, we're trying to be normal. We once were. Now we're trying to. You know? Give us a chance.
I asked the last group, I'd be curious, especially with your perspective, like, I've been doing this since 2013 and all around the country and, you know, thousands of prisons. And I'm going to say 3 years. You can correct me. Anybody can correct me. Like, we couldn't have talked about this 3 years ago. Like, we couldn't have talked about feelings. We couldn't have talked about emotion.
No.
We couldn't have talked, you know what I mean? Like,
Makes us weak. Right.
And vulnerable, right?
No.
And like those two things, they don't go very well here.
Oh, not in prison.
Right?
You don't want to expose your hand.
No.
Like you said, we
Speak
kept
on
that
it.
wall. We kept that wall up. I didn't want these guys to know who I truly am.
Yeah.
When somebody, I want to put this wall out there. Hey, I'm this big, bad, tough guy. Because if I didn't, they're gonna run me over.
Yeah.
They're gonna take advantage of me. So I keep this wall up. You know, I'm gonna challenge them. I'm constantly challenge them. So yeah, that's the main thing. Is nowadays I can show who I really am, who I truly am, who I was on the streets prior to the crimes I committed. I can show them who I am. You know?
Yeah.
You can do that now. I do it now, right now, today. I can tell people now, my grade point level, no, I don't have a college degree. I don't have a GED. I got a 5.6 grade level. I got a special ed teacher. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to do these things here. I can tell people this with no problem. You know what I'm talking about? So, but the average guy, they keep that wall up. I don't. I don't keep it up. You know what I'm talking about? It's something like for youngsters out there, I tell them right now. I like to tell them, hey, right now, before you take any action, think about it. Think about the repercussion. What's going to happen behind that? You know, to like myself, I didn't think. I just done whatever my crime partner told me to do. I done it, and wound up gave me life without the possibility of parole. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I put the word out there. Hey man, before you do something, think about it.
Oh yeah.
Think about what the repercussions are going to be. What it's going to bring. Where it's going to land you. You know what I'm talking about? Look at me. I came in at 18 years. I just turned 18.
Really?
I'll be 64 this month in prison for not thinking.
Interesting. Man, it's a lot of knowledge behind what you're talking about. You've seen a lot.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot. It's a miracle you're still alive.
Yeah, and right, and I miss all the I would say the good times, all the 80s, 90s. I miss all that stuff.
Yeah.
Only thing I can rely on is on TV. What I see on TV, when other visitors come and tell me. You know, somebody learn things like a laptop, like the little tablets you got. I had to ask people how to operate that thing, how to make it work. Because I didn't know. I didn't know. The most simplest thing. Right before they took one of our tablets, what they call cut and paste. I had the tablet for almost
The messages.
3 years.
Yep.
And I didn't know how to cut and paste. And because I'm sending a message, I keep typing the same message. Everybody said, no, all you got to do is just hit this and make it all blue, cut and paste it to everybody. And I didn't know that.
Wow.
For 3 years. So I learned new things. So but it goes back to, man, if you don't want to live the life I've lived, these 40-some years, you have to think about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Before you end up in there.
Yeah. Do you guys have like, what tablet? Is it Adobo or
GTL?
GTL?
Yeah,
Okay.
GTL.
Do you guys have that getting out?
Yeah.
Yep. Why are you laughing?
Because they're not good. You know?
It's the tallest pygmy.
I don't even purchase nothing. I don't give them my money no more. I just use it for the phone, and if that, you know, because the phone's always going up. But,
Here's a wacky question for everybody. What's needed on commissary?
Man, on commissary, better sodas, better chips. You know,
Define it.
better sweets. Because I'm a sweet guy. I love cookies. I love cookies and honey buns.
Look at me. I'm in the same boat as you. We're rowing together.
And people just hate that. One, I'm skinny, but I can't gain weight, so I eat everything and anything I can. You know, I swear. But like,
You have a tough time gaining weight. You're smaller.
I was actually gonna say that they need to take stuff off the conversation.
Yeah,
serious.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff that they're giving us, the chips, all the
Is it crap? It's trash.
bioengineered food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
it's good.
But what are they? That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
what do
all
you
bad
guys?
'cause it's
Don't let it
processed.
affect your health.
I agree with you. So what is it? I love it. This is good data. What needs to be on there?
More healthier items.
Yeah.
Such
less
as?
less sodium.
More.
sodium.
They finally came with the trail mix recently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Something healthy.
Do they still have?
more healthy
What kind of
alternatives.
protein do you guys have here?
It's like peanut butter stuff like
That's
that. Like
it.
peanut butter.
Oh, they don't give you the whey?
No,
No,
they
we
stopped
have
taking
we have
that a long time ago.
we have vitamin outlet. It's a special vendor. You could go special purchase. That's where we get our whey. We get our protein. We get our NAS.
Okay.
For those that get their buff on and those that like to run. For real, yeah. For real. Because they
Okay.
like to work out. I like soccer. So
Okay.
I stay burning calories. So that's where the
That's
sweets
all
come
you
in.
is,
Yeah.
just
Right?
bones.
From Colombia?
Yeah. I love it, man. And coffee.
Coffee.
I
Is the coffee
swear.
still trash?
It's just Folgers.
Yeah.
But you know what? They
The
could have a bigger
package.
variety.
Yeah, that
of,
too.
Coffee.
I've always wondered about that. Like, not to go off on a tangent, but like, how did Folgers just get the entire nationwide coffee?
That's a good
contract?
question. That's a good
Contract.
question.
It's contract, right?
Contract. The institution contracts certain vendors, and they provide for us.
Uh-huh.
So they have to bid on Pacific, like Taster's Choice, Folgers. I don't know too many of the coffees. I don't drink coffee, so. But it's a bidding thing for everything that we get, and the canteen is a bidding thing.
Did you never drink coffee?
I used to drink. I used to drink and smoke
Oh, okay.
back in the early '90s.
Yeah.
I used to
Were you rolling your own?
roll my own.
Uh-huh.
Cigarettes, huh?
Man.
Right.
Giggler and that's it. Huh?
Yeah.
What was it like what was it like down in the 80s?
Well, the '80s was pretty rough. It's nothing like this.
It was gangland from what everyone I've talked
I would
to.
call this Disneyland.
Yeah, we call it Prisneyland.
Yeah,
Prison.
Retirement home, yeah.
Retirement home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Because even when I was in, not to cut you off, my apologies, even when I was in San Quentin in 2015, it was still
Yeah.
not this. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like that was like the, beginnings of like us in ear hustle era and like where first people started to come, I had a lieutenant ask me, we brought our business 101 course and he was like, level 4, 180, the whole nine. He was like, what are you doing?
Tripping.
And I said, well, you got two options. We're gonna have to cut this part, but it'll be okay. I said, you have two options. They can either wake up and figure out how you're not gonna go home, or they can wake up and talk about business.
No?
He was like,
Straight up.
okay, let's give it a shot.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like-
Change his mind real quick.
But that's the reality of it. It's like, and those of us at this table can talk about it, but most of the people on the other side of that camera don't understand. It is a privilege for a lot of these people to go home after 8 or 10 hours, right? And that's just the reality of where we're at.
True. No.
Go ahead.
Can I say something quick?
No,
There's something that you just said right there, right?
go.
A lot of the officers here, they just say for the sake of that, just the staff, right? Staff here are in prison just like us
Yes.
because they have issues just like us.
Yes.
No.
The only thing is that they're a different color. And that's how they always looked at
You
us.
mean uniform?
Yes.
Uniform.
Yeah, I got you.
They look at blue as blue and they look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Green as green.
for extended period of time, right? So it's hard for them to say, hey, we are human beings and we have issues just like you, rather than us all at this table and many on the yard or different facilities. We can all say we come from an extended period of background of abuse, poverty. It could be the lack of communication with family. A lot of us probably even have a dad. Like my dad committed suicide when I was young. I went to 2 different stepdads. So there's a variety of different things that we can extend ourselves to in communication as far as like where we're at the table. But for the most part, officer staff, they have their issues just like us. And to be honest, some of them, not all of them, but just say some of them, may even lash out and use that as leverage to make us feel certain things or do certain things. Especially when we had the dog run, we had to go through battles to make things just function, or even just to make something simple as this makes sense. Let's take the dog out to use the restroom at this time. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of things that hold us back. Blockage. We don't.
Well, prison used to be punitive. I mean, you could speak on that more than
And that's
I could.
that's what we call old timers, like the OG right here, dinosaurs.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's the dinosaur, right? And it's dying
totally.
out now. And back then the officers were Either
It was
or where
completely
are we? And that's
separate,
that.
completely
Yeah.
separate.
You know.
Like I couldn't talk to one of those guys unless
No.
I have somebody with me.
Correct.
I couldn't go to classification. I couldn't talk to.
Oh, yeah.
So my doors got to be open. Everything has to be open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
It's so different. I had this. You guys, you'll crack up about this, especially you guys all will. I was in a state 2 months ago, and they have this program, and the program is peer support, peer ran. Is how they call it. Okay, and so they gotta like think of like the puppy program on steroids. So the lieutenant and the captains that run that program, it's 2 housing units, 60 units, 60 units. So 240 guys, and they got their own rec yard. But you have to apply. You have to go in there. You have to put in a resume application, like a video application. They got to accept you.
Got to put in the word.
If you get a UA, you have to raise your hand. Like this whole night. If you leave from there, like you go home from there, you're not allowed to gift your stuff because then that creates animosity. I mean, it is intense, guys. It was so uncomfortable. I'd never in my life had seen an inmate yell to a guard to pop the door, and it was done. I was like, well, something's gonna happen here. Like. I'm for sure ready. Absolutely, right? Yeah. No, he went into someone else's cell, got the binder to come and. It was like an out-of-body experience. Like
what the hell
literally
transpired?
Yelled, correct. Like yelled, "Hey, CO, pop, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Okay, we're all still alive. Here we go."
Yeah.
But it's so far this direction now.
They didn't see normal.
So normal, right? And I love that aspect of it because. The reality is everyone's going to cut you off on the 5 every day. San Diego, you're going to meet a ton of people who are going to stereotype you because you are gigantic. So they're automatically going to be like, well, let's test this dude, right? You're going to have these altercations that happen in life no matter where you're at. And so I love that idea of not removing you from the realities of the altercation, the realities of interacting with people bumping you. But this is a good bump. This is, hey, how are you?
Like,
not
what's
like
up?
this.
Yeah, what's
exactly.
going on?
What are you looking at? Why are your eyes up there too high? Like, oh, geez, here we go.
Yeah.
Like the old, I love this where it's come to. So I say all of that to say this. Why do you guys think it's changed?
The respect and kindness.
I believe that it's changed from the young new staff that came in. They never looked at it the way where staff was treating, the way things were going. They want to make a change.
Okay.
So as they moved up the ladder, they start bringing that down. I don't think it was inmates, it was the staff. They brought it down and said, you know what? Well, I don't like the way this is ran here. You know what I'm talking about? I think maybe I would implement a new program. Let me try this dog program. Yeah. Let me see if it works in the program. And they brought this together. That's from my perspective. They started this here. We didn't start it. They brought it down and said, you know what? I mean, I don't like the way these men are out there fighting each other. Let me bring these different programs in here. Let me separate this here. Let me start working with the staff. No, I don't want you doing this. I don't want you saying this to these guys here. Start calling them sir, mister, you know, and it filtered down to a lot. Because to me, there's a lot of individuals in prison already was embedded within us anyway. Give them respect. It was taking respect when we came to prison back in the 80s. Yeah. Man, you don't respect no cop. No.
Yeah.
No. He's this and he's that.
It's us and them.
It makes you this way here. Like when I came in, I wasn't doing crazy things. Case in point, like when I went to classification, when I first went back, they would tell us, hey, you got life without the possibility of parole. Hey, you go out there, do the best you can do. You're never going home. So I took that mentality. Hey, you know what? I'm never going home. The hell with the cops. I don't care about none of anything. You know what I'm talking about? But I know that wasn't me. Right? Go out there, put that wall up. But now you got these new cops coming to give you, hey, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Oh, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm talking about? Tell me little personal things about him, his cars, and things like that there. And I opened up a little bit. Oh, this is what I did on the streets there. So they took that. So I said, you know what? Everybody's not bad. Everybody's not this way. Yeah. Let's do this and let's try something. And I think that's what happened with this, what's it, the new program you guys got on FYR?
Oh, the California model.
California model.
You know?
Tell them about that. Tell the world about that.
Yeah,
oh, man, California model now, right? It's where these CEOs, a lot of the younger ones that are pro-inmate, you know? And then they still catch heat from those that are veterans.
Oh, yeah.
CEOs are used to the old program, you know? And they're there interacting with us, playing pickleball. You know, and it's like, whoa,
they got the barbershop, right?
The barbershop,
right,
getting haircuts from inmates, you know, playing volleyball with us, playing softball, basketball, like name it, keeps going, you know. And now it's to the point where they're coaching us too, like the RTs here. They're helping us out with the sports, you know.
What's an RT for the people?
Great therapist. Yeah.
What's their primary role?
They work with DOPs, those with mental issues. You know? And to a certain extent, that's one thing that's not really shined on a lot in here is mental health, you know?
Talk about
a lot of us deal with that, you know? For those that have been down damn near 20 years, 30 years, and a lot of us have, you deal with anxiety, you know, you deal with depression, you deal with anger because you're confined in a cell, you know, and you're going through, and sometimes when you're slammed down, you better know how to program or you're gonna lose it. And I've seen people lose their minds, being in a cell, completely go crazy because they couldn't handle it, you know, being confined in a wall. And it's sad to see that, to experience it. And all you can do is just pray like, damn, God, give me the strength to continue. Don't let me be like that one day, you know? He was my cellie back in the day. How many years ago? What?
10 years?
10 years. No, we're in Centinela together. And here we are now, you know, from a 3 to a 2.
I was gonna say Sentinelas, yeah.
It's cool now, so some parts. You
Some
know?
parts, yeah.
Yeah, you know? And it's just the growth. Accepting change. That's one thing we're not used to, is the change.
Yeah.
But you have to evolve. You have to accept it, you know? And the same thing with the COs. Now the way they interact with us, it's like, hold up. Our respect with them is just, you just walk by, not, all right, keep pushing.
Yep.
And now I'm like, hey, what's up, sir? How you doing? Hey, what's up, miss? Good morning. Hey, good afternoon. You give them that. Hey, can I do this? Can I do that? So that's to where before we weren't allowed to when we couldn't.
Sure.
You know? So
Sure.
it's cool now. You know, it's a whole different ball game. California model, FR, baby, here we go. You know, we growing. We growing. Yeah.
It's a whole different set.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're growing.
What's your plans for the world? What do you dream about?
Well, right now, I'm focused on my education right now. So
Okay.
I'm trying to get my degree. Well, I'm not trying. I'm getting my degree.
There we go.
In business.
In business.
In business, and then probably social behavior.
Okay.
So that's one of my specific goals.
I love it.
Smart goals, you know, specific, measurable.
There you go.
Achievable.
Realistic. Time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm focused on right now. Aside from the dog program, you know what I'm saying, getting familiar with how to handle dogs and hopefully use this training to, you know, do something with it when I get out.
What do you want to do in business?
Well, I got a couple different ideas. I'm a journeyman carpenter by trade, so I build.
Yep.
I do fitness, you know, and now I'm going to develop the skill of handling dogs. And you know,
Bro, as a journeyman carpenter, you can write your own ticket right now.
Yeah.
Literally, you could. You could. I mean, you can correct me. You know better than I do in this area. Like, you could write your own ticket. As much money as you ever wanted to make.
yeah,
It's unbelievable. The opportunity for like the blue collar work,
yeah.
the heating, the HVAC, you know, the electric, the plumbing, the welding, the journeyman, bro.
Yeah, no, being a carpenter has helped me in a lot of areas. Like, it's given me the confidence, pretty much, you know, if another man can do it, I can do it. That's the kind of confidence, that's kind of mentality it's given me, you know. I built skyscrapers, you know, and it's definitely helped me with just different parts of my life, you know, as far as just work ethic, you know, and the ability to just problem solve.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. What about you? What are you focused on? What's your vision for the world?
Man, right now, I came in at 16. Right?
16?
So at 16 years old.
How do they do that? You got to think, there's people who don't understand our language, so I apologize if I keep asking you guys more questions.
It's cool.
Right? But it's funny when you're just like conditioned, and then you meet a lot of people that are like, how did you come in at 16? That's not right.
16, is living that criminal gang lifestyle.
There you go, accountability. I love it.
For sure. I joined a gang at 13, and I committed my life crime at age 16.
16.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
they take you to youth detention?
Yes.
Juvenile hall.
I skipped that. I came straight to prison.
Serious?
I came straight to a level 4 180 yard to Hatchby.
At 16? Oh, to Hatchby.
At 17, yeah.
At 17.
16, I got convicted at 17. I got sent to prison at 17.
What's that like if you can go back to that 17 when you hit that main line?
There's a lot of fear. There was fear. But me being an active gang member, I matched that fear with what I knew best. With
Violence.
Violence.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
With that tough look, that tough walk, you know what I mean? And that's how I managed that.
Wow.
Sure.
So to go from there to here, whoa.
It took me 13, 14 years. 2014, that's when I changed my life around. I hit rock bottom. I'm a heroin addict. I'm a drug addict. I hit rock bottom. You know what I mean? And
Can I stop you for a minute? And can I? I'm gonna tell you a story, and then I'll tell you why I'm asking the question. This guy was interviewed one time, and they said, you know, hey, tell us about how you hit rock bottom. You know, when you were homeless. You know, he was actually living in Santa Monica. You know, what was it like when you hit rock bottom? And his comment was, it was 70 degrees and I lived on the beach. It was far from rock bottom. Perspective, right? Yeah. So it's interesting that you come down at 17, and 99% of the people who see this are gonna go, that's rock bottom. But it took you until 2013 to say you hit rock bottom.
For sure. Everything hit me. the reality.
Really?
Life sentence, needle stuck in my freaking arm,
Behind walls.
behind walls, on the toilet. Like I became the person I said I wasn't gonna be. I was against heroin. I was against syringe. I was against all that.
Wow.
And I see myself in the mirror. And that's when I said, that's it.
Wow.
And I like the person I saw myself in the mirror.
Whoa.
That hit me right there.
That's powerful.
For sure.
So you hit rock bottom, then what?
Then baby steps. Got rid of the syringe, flushed the dope, and baby steps. Obviously, it wasn't the next day, but I did say I made the decision 2014 on October 15 that I wasn't going to use no more or drink. And like I said, started going to groups. I went to my first group in Centinela, and I started hanging around with pro-social people already in recovery.
Yeah.
Stopped hanging around with certain people. That's how it started. Yeah, started hanging around with different kind of people. I still hang around with dropouts, people like similar backgrounds. You know what I mean? So I just started hanging around with people who actually goals with the future, people that are changing. There are change. Yeah.
This message hopefully goes to like over 1,000 prisons. So there's a high likelihood that someone's going to watch this on the toilet with a needle in their arm.
Sure.
What do you say to them?
Man, there's hope. There's hope, and there's a better future, man. Once you stop, there is. It's not the end. You know what I mean? I'm proud where I'm at today. I'm certified to be a counselor already. I got my ADS from Palo Verde College.
Nice, congrats.
Thank you. And yeah, man, I feel healthy. I'm strong. I feel mentally strong as well. I feel good. I look back and I see myself like, damn, that was me. That's not who I am today.
Wow, completely different human.
Yeah, completely, for sure.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
What's on your mind?
Man, just after a while, people lose hope, you know? And it's sad to say, and even though we have family out there, you know, it sucks. And a lot of people don't know how to ask for help. So one deals with addiction, you know? Same way as him, came in when I was 16, you know?
Serious?
Yeah. Running around with the wrong people, you know? Grew up in a household full of abuse. And it's like, damn, as much as they were trying to help you, you didn't want it. Because you got used to the streets, you know? And it's like, as a kid, like, damn. Like,
acceptance, love?
You know, all that it was out there, you know? And you have those that know how to manipulate that to the fullest, you know? And it sucks. Instead of actually listening to those, like, don't do it, go to school. I wish I stayed in school. You know, I swear I wish I stayed in soccer, you know? But no, you didn't see that. You didn't understand it. You wouldn't grasp it until, damn, now you're actually locked up and you're doing time. And it's like, man, I'm serving all day. That it hits you. And it's like, how can I change? How can I better myself, you know? It sucks disappointing our family. Because what you create is a ripple effect. One, it's either positive or negative. And the one I created was negative. And I heard everyone that loved me, everyone that's been there for me growing up as a baby, you know? And now that they see me doing this, it's like, now I can say my family's not proud of me, you know? I never thought I was gonna graduate. Got my GED in Centinela, you know? It's like one of those happiest and proudest moments in my life. Like, hell yeah, I did that. Can't nobody take that from me, you know? Bro, it was cool. He had just left. He had barely left, too, you know?
Wow.
So, I mean, we're on that road. We're trying to recover. We're trying to stay positive, you know?
Yeah.
And just one day at a time, you know? That's it, you know? And it helps having people like you guys come in and show this side of the world. Like, damn, check out this story. And hopefully we can motivate someone to be like, you know what, if they did it, we can do it too. We're in here. You guys are out there. You guys have the resources. You guys have the money. You guys have the family that love you and truly care. Just give them a chance to be a part of your life. Don't reject them. Don't be like, you know, I'm good. Oh, no, humble yourself. And that's one thing I noticed throughout time. People don't like to humble themselves. People don't like to feel vulnerable, you know? Why? Because it makes you look weak? No. The weak one's the one that doesn't want to ask for help. That's the weak one. Because you think you got it and you don't. You're in denial. That's the messed up part, you know? Ah, man. See it? Like, damn,
it's good, man. It's good.
Swear.
I love it.
That's it, though, sir.
It's so interesting that you talk on that. You know, I've got 4 little ones. And I try to explain to them, like, how big the world is and how, to your point about the resources. So Brandon and I, we talk about going to Mexico all the time and doing business down there. And right now the foreign exchange rate's like 20 to 1. So you think about it, like 5,000 US dollars is 100,000 pesos, right? It's a lot of money.
Out there it is.
It's, right. And so you think to yourself, like I try to instill that in my 9-year-old to be like, if you wanted to start this ice cream store, this is easy. This is like like I'm screaming at my in the nicest ways, like she's
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, crazy like her dad.
That's right.
But you know what I mean? And so like I love your passion is what I'm getting at.
Thank
like you're telling these people here, like you got the resources. What's your problem? What's your excuse?
With all the respect.
With all due respect,
you know,
but not really.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
Yeah.
But it's a choice.
Yes, sir. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Right.
You know? It's having that will to do it. That's it. You know, honestly, and it's just like, man, it took us a while to grasp it, to actually understand. And now they're out there, I hope a youngster could see this and be like, damn, these fools were kids too. You know, those so-called homies ain't your homies.
Bro, there's no
So-called
hope.
friends
You can scream
aren't
at them
your
right
friends.
now.
No, it's
You
the
can yell
truth.
them in the
They're
camera.
not. It's the truth, you know?
That's the thing. I wish I could tell every one of these. Every time I get to go in, you know, I want to. If I get the chance, I'm like, bring me to somebody who just got moved over, you know, juvenile to adult. And last time, a couple weeks ago, I was in, and it was like 17 and 364 days, and there I am, you know, in the concrete box with him, and the glass in between, and he was high as a kite. And so, you know, I can only do so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's
You're
like, he looks at me in a different light, like a lot of people do, and you're preaching it. And I wish you could scream into that camera and tell them that, like, the homies don't show up.
Oh.
The homies don't show up on commissary.
Nope.
The homies don't show up on Christmas visits. The
No.
homies, like,
You
this
know who
needs to be
does?
told to everybody.
Your poor mom.
Your poor mom.
Your brothers, your sisters,
Yes.
your uncles, your aunts, your loved ones. Those are really, damn, man.
I agree with that.
Speak on it.
That's crazy
I
how
agree
you
with
saying
that.
that. That's crazy how you saying that.
Your wife, baby. I love you. Thank you. You know, swear.
That's crazy how you saying that because he's my boys and we're in the same yard. We're only just a paw next to each other. So he talks to, you know, like my baby mom or my best friends like that. And we were talking a couple weeks ago. We were talking about something, right? Because he asked me, "You're gonna go back home?" Like, yeah. I'm from Stockton. My family's been in Stockton since like the early 1900s. And everybody I know is there. Aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, grandparents, great-grandparents, you know, all that, everything. And it's all in that area where my family's at is where I committed my crime, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody's there. And
What I
it's,
tell you want to go back? Really? For what?
and that's what he said. So do you really want to go back? I said, it would be hard not to say no, but it's easy to say yes too, because it's like you got all your family there. But when we were talking about something the other day, one of my homegirls said, "What about your people?" I said, "Look, that definition of what about your people has been changed within the last 60, 70 years. People don't come together unified as a whole like they would have done beforehand, you know what I'm saying? Now your people is either gonna be like your mom, your brother, your sisters, maybe some aunts, uncles, cousins. Since I've been down, I lost my sister, I lost two of my great-grandparents. They both passed away at 104. And then, you know...
It's a good life.
Yeah, exactly. 104, right?
It's a good life.
So, it's like, now all you got left is just a certain amount of individuals. And this is the insanity, right? You realize everybody here at least knew more than 10, 15, 20, 30 people out there in the world, right? Hundreds. They knew a good portion, whether it was school or the community.
And you didn't want to listen. We didn't want to listen.
At the end of the day, that proportion of numbers is only going to be probably 10, the max. That's probably going to be with you.
Fellas, if you're... Go ahead.
You're right. When I first got busted, I'm getting visits at the county jail every weekend. You get the wet $3 to the window. Everybody's giving me money. As soon as I found out I got life, it started shrinking, slowing down. I'm sitting in a hole. They're like 5 years in a hole. Nobody wants to see me. I'm trying to write everybody. Nobody answers no letters. Nobody wants nothing to do
No
with it.
pictures, no nothing.
Your family starts slowing down. You know, talking about they get to thinking, well, he's getting fed. You know, he's been clothed. I don't need to send him all this money no more. They get to backing off. They got their families to take care of, their kids, and not that they don't care for you, love you, but they got to live their life. They don't have time to live your life in here. You know, you put yourself. I put myself in there.
Yep.
So they ain't got time to be looking for me. I got to keep asking. And as you go down the line, right now we have 2 people who's really contacting with me. It's my older brother and my younger sister. My other brothers, they do, but it's like a rare type of thing. But as you continue to be down in prison, people start forgetting about you. The out of sight, out of mind becomes real. It becomes real. You get the feeling, well, how come this person not right? How come this person? And all your homies, they ain't worried about, like, then they want to start contacting you. Like right now, they changes these laws, the SB numbers, they're changing new laws. Now I'm getting these little messages on my tablet, people are looking for you. Oh, Mark's coming home, man. I think he might be coming home under this new bill. Now they want to start talking to you. After these 40-some years, you had nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
You didn't think about it.
Guys, it's no different on the streets though. If you've got one person in your phone that you can call, and the only response to your call is, are we taking your car or mine? Then you're blessed. You're lucky. The vast majority of the world is a leverage play. That's I do so many of these interviews on this side, spend so much time on this side. It's kind of hard for me to go back and say these things out loud. You're most important in your own head. And that's a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow, especially on the outside, because Instagram will tell you all sorts of fucking special.
Oh yeah.
Right?
We've heard. Yeah, we've heard.
They'll tell you all sorts of special. And so when you come in here and you, to your point, the homies aren't there, this isn't there, you're down to 2 people, you're down to a handful of people. If you're on the outside and you're doing well, people are gunning for you. If you're on the outside and you're gangbanging, people are gunning for you. If you're, you know what I mean? Like, and so it really, if you come down and you can go, man, I got a handful of people that I could call that love me, and I've got one person in my phone that I can call, and the only answer is your car or mine, then you're blessed. It becomes very finite. So to your point, it's like, as much as I respect the people who go, yeah, come home, come home, come home, come home, they haven't lived the last X amount of thousands of days that you've been here to go, you know what? I don't know if I can come home for any length of time, because I can't tell you what I went through. And I can't ever go back there. It's a reactionary thing. I got in trouble for financial stuff. Nothing that was sexy or interesting. I wish I would have knocked over the MGM on fight night. Nothing cool. No money laundering. No theft. Nothing cool, guys. It's really kind of boring. But this is where God led us to be. And because of that reason, I don't raise money from outside people. It's like if you ever had food poisoning from like a rotisserie chicken, you're like, I can't even look at a rotisserie chicken in Costco.
Here. For real, man.
Like,
chicken here.
you just know, like, you're so adverse to it, right? You're like, no. I can't, no. That feeling, that moment, that 17,520 hours, no. And you guys probably have that same moment. You probably remember at 18. You probably remember at 16. You probably remember at 16, like, I don't know if I can go back to the neighbor. As much as I would miss my mom, it would mean more to my mom if I called her every Sunday, happy, healthy, clean, sober, satisfied, productive in Michigan, than if I was sort of messed up in Stockton.
The grave behind these walls. You're right. You're absolutely right, sir. For real.
What's your message to the world?
Well,
how much do you weigh?
About 260.
Golly, you are a big dude.
Message to the world. The only way to predict your future is to create it.
You read a lot of books?
Yeah, read a lot of books.
Do you?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a real good.
Say that again and then speak on it.
The only way to predict your future is to create it. And as for me, I've always stuck to that. And the times where I got off track with, living by that, it's because of the distractions and because of, past traumas that I didn't recognize as a kid. Addiction, trauma. But when I snapped into reality, I'm like, you know what? Boom! I can do whatever I put my mind to.
It's massive. I love that. You have an out date?
Yeah.
Love it. Fantastic. Good for you. What's your message to the world, OG?
Mine is to think before you take any actions, and look and see what the outcome is going to be before you do it. If it's a positive one, move forward. If it's negative, leave it alone.
Yeah. I love that.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Yes.
My father always told me that on every single instance where he got in trouble for something, something in the back of his neck stood up and said, like, man, don't do it.
That gut
Man,
feeling.
don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a
And
sense.
he said, every time I ignored it, some shit happened.
Yeah.
You guys all have that same kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Everybody knows if you're doing something right or wrong. I don't care who it is. You know if it's right or wrong. They know it. But people choose to take that negative path. You choose to take that negative path.
We all have angels with us. We just chose not to listen that day. No?
I got a message for the prison world. For
Please.
The culture, the culture of prison is changing, and for the longest time, it was hard for me to accept, giving up that facade, that person, that mask, but not just the culture, but the world's changing, and the environment that prisons create now is one to rehabilitate, to really, they're giving us another chance to, become the person that we are supposed to be from our childhood. For me, I didn't have a dad, I didn't have a mentor, and that really messed me up and took me in the wrong direction, and was influenced by a lot of bad things. But that doesn't have to be a deciding factor in our life now, So if somebody's struggling to make a decision on, just going on crossing to the side to where you want to succeed, don't let nothing hold you back.
There you go. Straight up.
It's all you.
There's something I made a long time ago. I was part of this Wild Pete program, and they had selected a few of us.
Did you say Wild Pete?
Yeah, Wild Pete.
Okay.
It's a youth.
Oh, Y-O-P.
Yeah,
I thought you said
yeah.
Wild
No,
Pete.
no.
I was like, Pete was a wild man.
So years ago on
Okay,
Ecuador,
Wild Pete.
when we had Wild Pete, they had selected a few of us to accommodate like what we're talking about and everything and so forth, right? Make like a little cool poem or something. So it stuck with me. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing that day. I don't know what happened, but it just came out. It said, dreams are only an illusion for those who don't believe, and for those who believe their dreams will come true. And it clicked, and it made sense because an illusion is just like, it's fake. You can see it, but it's fake, right? So it's either you want to live in a fantasy world or a reality world. A lot of us that are ex-gang members, we lived in a fantasy world where we wanted to be the hardcore dude, right? We wanted to be the tough guy. We wanted to be Robert De Niro in Casino, you know what I'm saying? So it's like highly unlikely that ever happened, but that's who we wanted to be, you know what I'm saying? So now, who do we want to be? Some of us want to be, some of us just even want to be a single dad. Some of us just want to be a big brother, whatever.
A family man.
I'm just trying to just be who I can be, who I wasn't before, I didn't have, like how he said, I didn't have much role models growing up. I had a couple uncles, but even then they had their own negative things going on too, so it was hard to accept somebody to tell you to do something good when you're still doing something bad, because then it's like contradicting. So I really didn't have role models. The only one I really had that really was trying to push me was kind of like my mom, you know what I'm saying? Going through all the little battles she went through. And I was trying to just hopefully do what I had, I don't want for the future, you know what I'm saying? Be able to have a wife, be able to have, kids, houses. Me, I want to make movies. That's what I want to do when I get out. I want to make movies. I want to go to Hollywood. I want to make movies. Ever since I watched The Pursuit of Happiness, it was over. I want to make movies like that.
Shoot, I just want to pay taxes. That's it. I'm serious. I just want to pay taxes. Just want to get out, get a job, provide for my family, my wife, and just be happy. Enjoy it,
Yeah.
If there's a will, there's a way, and by all means, find it in a positive way, not a negative way, The only person that can stop you is yourself. The only one that's in your way is yourself, It's just getting out of that, accepting it. Anything is possible, and keep that imagination going, for real, because it keeps a lot of people alive, keeps people strong,
Yeah.
Keeps me happy,
Yeah.
for real. Thank you guys for coming.
Jacob from Twilight.
No, I don't. Oh my God, here we go. No, this guy right here. Hell nah. Now you're disrespecting that guy. You know that? Yeah, damn. It's crazy. Hell nah. You're gonna even troll my girl. You know that? Love you, mama. Man.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
You get some photos?
Yeah, sure.